Did you know that over 80% of erratic idle complaints on modern Hondas happen right after a simple battery swap or throttle body cleaning? You start the car, and suddenly the engine is surging, hunting for idle, or stuck at 2,000 revolutions per minute. You call the dealership, and they quote you anywhere from $150 to $250 just for a diagnostic fee and a 5-minute software relearn. The truth is, in many cases, nothing is actually broken. Post-2006 Hondas use an advanced drive-by-wire system that controls the throttle plate with incredible precision, and even a 0.002-inch layer of carbon can reduce idle airflow by up to 25%. Once that carbon is cleaned away or the battery is disconnected, then the ECU loses its learned idle values and becomes confused. That causes unstable RPM and poor idle quality. In this video, we are uncovering 3 Honda Throttle Position Sensor reset methods that can restore smooth factory idle. Make sure you watch until the end, because the third method is the one professional Honda technicians use when the first two don't work. Let's dive in. Method number 1. Ignition on electronic throttle relearn. This is the quickest throttle reset procedure and is often all that's needed after replacing the battery, jump-starting the vehicle, or disconnecting electrical components. When power is disconnected, then the engine control module of your vehicle may temporarily lose its learned throttle plate position. Although the factory programming remains intact, but the adaptive memory that fine-tunes idle airflow and throttle opening can become inaccurate. That mismatch often causes delayed throttle response, unstable idle, or slightly reduced acceleration. But this ignition on electronic throttle relearn method can help the ECU to relearn the throttle plate's fully closed position. Here's how to perform it. Step 1. Turn off all electrical accessories, including the air conditioner, headlights, radio, and heated seats to minimize electrical load. Step 2. Without pressing the brake pedal, press the engine start-stop button twice to place the ignition in on mode and leave the engine off. Step 3. Wait for 30 seconds without touching the accelerator pedal. During this time, the electronic throttle body performs a self-calibration. You may hear a faint buzzing or clicking noise from the engine bay, which is completely normal. Do not press the accelerator or switch on any accessories. Step 4. Press the engine start-stop button once to switch the ignition off. Step 5. Leave the vehicle undisturbed for 60 seconds so the ECU can save the newly learned throttle position into memory. Step 6. Start the engine normally without pressing the accelerator pedal. Allow the engine to idle for 3 minutes with all accessories turned off while the ECU fine-tunes the idle airflow. Step 7. Drive the vehicle for approximately 10 minutes using gentle acceleration and normal braking. If the hesitation, rough idle, or delayed throttle response has improved, it means this reset procedure was successful. If hesitation or unstable idle remains, then continue to method number 2. Method number 2. Battery disconnection trick. If the previous methods don't completely resolve the issue, this battery disconnection method can help clear the engine control module's temporary adaptive memory and force it to relearn the throttle position from scratch. This method is especially helpful after replacing the throttle body, installing a new battery, repairing electrical components, or when the ECU has developed incorrect throttle adaptations. Here is how to perform this method. Step 1. Park the vehicle on a level surface with the transmission in park and engage the parking brake. Step 2. Turn the ignition off and make sure all electrical accessories, including the headlights, radio, air conditioner, and blower motor, are switched off before disconnecting the battery. Step 3. Using a 10mm wrench, disconnect the negative battery terminal first. Move the cable away from the battery post to prevent accidental contact. Step 4. Leave the battery disconnected for 15 to 20 minutes. Step 5. While the battery is disconnected, press and hold the brake pedal for about 20 to 30 seconds. This helps discharge any remaining electrical energy stored inside the vehicle's capacitors. Step 6. Reconnect the negative battery terminal and tighten it securely. Ensure the battery connection is clean and tight because loose terminals can cause voltage fluctuations and communication problems between control modules. Step 7. Without pressing the brake pedal, press the engine start-stop button twice to enter on mode. Leave the ignition on for 30 seconds without touching the accelerator pedal so the throttle body can perform its self-initialization. Step 8. Start the engine normally without pressing the accelerator pedal. Step 9. Allow the engine to idle for 5 minutes with all electrical accessories turned off. Step 10. Drive the vehicle for 15 to 20 minutes, including city driving, moderate highway speeds, and several complete stops. Use smooth acceleration and deceleration so the ECU can rebuild its adaptive throttle, idle, and fuel trim memory under different operating conditions.
Method number 3. The gas pedal ignition cycle. This is the method that many Honda dealership technicians perform after replacing throttle bodies, cleaning the throttle bodies, ECMs or accelerator pedal assemblies, and the one most likely to resolve persistent throttle response issues without replacing a single component. This is considered one of the most comprehensive relearn methods because it recalibrates not only the electronic throttle body, but also the accelerator pedal position sensor. It allows the engine control module to relearn the exact relationship between your foot movement and throttle plate opening. Here is how to perform this reset procedure. Step 1. Before starting, make sure the battery is fully charged with at least 12.4 volts. Low battery voltage can interrupt the relearn process and cause the ECU to reject the new calibration. If necessary, charge the battery before continuing. Step 2. Turn off the headlights, air conditioner, radio, and every other electrical accessory to provide stable voltage during the procedure. Step 3. Sit in the car with your key fob. Keep your foot off the brake pedal and press the engine start button twice. Your dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree into mode 2, but the engine stays off. Step 4. Slowly press the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor over about 5 seconds, and hold it fully depressed for 5 seconds. This signals the ECU that the accelerator pedal position sensor is at 100% wide open throttle. Step 5. Now, slowly release the pedal over another 5 seconds. This slow movement allows the ECU to accurately measure minimum, midpoint, and maximum pedal voltage. Step 6. Repeat this complete pedal movement 3 consecutive times. This process teaches the ECU the exact operating range of the accelerator pedal while synchronizing it with the throttle body's position sensors. Step 7. After completing the 3rd pedal cycle, leave the ignition on without touching the accelerator pedal for another 30 seconds. During this period, the ECU compares data from all 4 position sensors and permanently stores the updated calibration into adaptive memory. Avoid pressing any buttons, opening the doors. Step 8. Press the engine start-stop button once to switch the ignition completely off. Step 9. Now wait at least 60 seconds without opening the driver's door or pressing the brake pedal. This waiting period is extremely important because Honda control modules continue communicating even after the ignition is switched off. Waiting allows every module to enter sleep mode and safely save the newly learned throttle and accelerator values into non-volatile memory. Step 10. Start the engine normally without touching the accelerator pedal. Allow the engine to idle for approximately 5 full minutes with the steering wheel straight and every electrical accessory turned off. During this time, the engine control module continuously adjusts throttle angle, injector pulse width, and idle airflow until it achieves the target idle speed. Step 11. Now take your Honda on a 15 to 20-minute drive using a variety of driving conditions, including gentle acceleration, moderate acceleration, stop-and-go traffic, steady cruising between 35 and 60 miles per hour, and several complete stops. Automotive engineers estimate that most Honda ECUs require multiple driving conditions before adaptive memory is fully optimized. By the end of the drive cycle, many owners notice smoother acceleration, quicker throttle response, improved transmission shift quality, steadier idle speed, and even slightly better fuel economy. Critical mistakes to avoid while resetting your throttle sensor.
Mistake number 1. Never manually force the throttle plate open with your fingers while cleaning a drive-by-wire Honda. You exert over 10 pounds of force against plastic reduction gears designed for under 2 pounds of torque, easily stripping internal gear teeth.
Mistake number 2. If your idle remains elevated above 1,000 revolutions per minute after trying all 3 methods, then check for a vacuum leak around your intake hose elbow or throttle body gasket dropping vacuum below 18 inches of mercury. Executing these throttle sensor reset methods properly restores factory throttle response and helps prevent up to an 18% fuel economy penalty. After successfully resetting the throttle position sensor on your Honda, the next step is keeping the throttle body clean to maintain smooth engine performance. A good rule of thumb is clean your throttle body every 20,000 kilometers using a dedicated CRC throttle body cleaner. This simple maintenance routine helps preserve crisp throttle response, stable idle, better fuel economy, and reduces the chances of needing another throttle relearn in the future. That's all for this video. If this step-by-step breakdown saved you a trip to the dealer, then smash that like button, comment your Honda model and year below, and subscribe for more professional DIY repair guides.